Good morning, everyone. We are Laura Turmo, Arturo Pocpena, and Nuria Robau. And today we are going to present you our English phonetics and phonology project, which is about an analysis of the intonation of an interview. To start with, I'm going to explain you which is the table of contents that we are going to follow. First of all, we are going to go through the contextualization of the video, who is going to be explained by Laura. Then we are going to go through the analysis of the tone units that we would like the most about the 20 that we have already analyzed. We have chosen 9 of them, and we are going to explain you the most interesting ones. We are going to start by the tone unit 1, 2, and 3, which are going to be explained by Arturo. Then we're going to go through tone units 8, 9, and 14, which are going to be explained by me personally. And finally, we are going to finish with the tone units 15, 16, and 18, which are going to be explained by Laura.
First of all, let me start by introducing the chosen video. The video we have chosen for this project is an interview to Camila Cabello by Vogue, in which she is asked 73 questions. This video was uploaded the 20th February of this year. During the interview, Camila talks about the songwriting process and her recent incarnation of Cinderella. The interlocutors of this video are, as I said before, Camila Cabello and the Vogue interviewer called Joe Savia. Camila Cabello is a 23-year-old pop singer from Cuba, and Joe Savia is a young American artist more known for his TED Talks. We have chosen this video because although it's an interview, the conversation is natural and they use a more colloquial and informal register. Indeed, this creates a cozy atmosphere and makes the video more engaging for its audience.
Great. Let's begin with the analysis of the tone units. As you could see on this slide, this is the first tone unit to analyze, and the emission comes from Camila Cabello's voice. Camila Cabello says, "Can't believe you're here," and the phonemic transcription would be the one you could see now right there. Regarding the intonation, the tonic syllable is here, and it is located in the last lexical element of the sentences, because as you could see, Camila says, "Can't believe you're here." And therefore, this tells us that the tonicity is neutral. The pretonic segment is divided into the words "can't believe" as the prehead, and the head is "your." In the image, it is visible that the kind of tone that stands on the tone unit is riseful, and additionally, the riseful tone occurs when a speaker expresses surprise and emotion, and Camila Cabello, in this case, shows both surprise and emotion when the interviewer arrives at Camila's house. In the second tone unit, the participant is either Camila Cabello and says, "It's like falling in love." The phonemic transcription for the tone unit will be the following one you could see right now on the screen, and regarding the intonation, the tonic syllable of the tone unit is located in the term "like," which means that now isn't located in the last lexical element of the sentences, which means that the tone unit has marked tonicity. Moreover, the head is formed by it and the tail is formed by falling in love. Additionally, as you could appreciate on the Pratt image, the tone unit has a false tone, and this kind of tone occurs when expressing certainty and for exclamations. In the third tone unit, Camila Cabello says, "and I've never seen them," and the phonemic transcription is the one you could see now at the screen. In general, the tonic syllable of the tone unit is ever, and it is neither located in the last lexical element of the sentence as occurs in the first tone unit, which means the tone unit has marked tonicity, as well as in the previous tone unit. On the one hand, the pretonic segment is formed by a prehead, which is composed by the words "a knife," and a head, which is formed by the word "never." Finally, both words "seen them" compose the tail of this tone unit, and as it can be seen in the Pratt image, the intonation unit has a full tone. Regarding the full tone, it is normally employed to express or show certainty and for exclamations.
Okay, to start with tone unit 8, we can say that in this tone unit, the person who talked is Camila Cabello, and what she says is, on my last album, First Man. In this case, this example specifically is divided into two tone units. The first one is on my last album, and the second one is First Man. What we've realized with this analysis is that this tone unit shows us that both of the tone units that form this whole tone unit have a neutral intonation, since their prominent syllable is the last one. Although, as we can see in the Pratt image, these tone units have different intonations. The former one has a level tone, since this one is represented with a straight pitch. And this tone is commonly used to when you have incomplete sentences, and however, it has a full tone, which is also used with statements of this kind. To keep going, in the tone unit 9, the participant who talks is Joe Sabia, and what he says is, would you rather swim in a beach? In this tone unit, we've realized that the tonic syllable is rather, and in this case, we can see that this tone unit has marked tonicity due to the fact that the tonic syllable is not the last lexical element of the sentence. Finally, if you can see the Pratt image, we've seen that this has this tone unit has a rising intonation, and this type of tone is usually used in this case because this tone unit is a question and it doesn't have an incomplete information. Finally, in the tone unit number 15, the person who talks is also again Camila Cabello, and what she says is, did you know that koi fish live to be 200 years old? Okay, this was one of the longest tone units that we've analyzed, and we've realized that the tonic segment of syllable of this tone unit is that. Since that is not the last lexical element of the sentence, we could say that this tone unit has marked tonicity. Finally, as you can see in the Pratt image, the tone of this intonation is full, since it is a question and a statement at the same time.
Okay, this is the tone unit number 15. The person who is speaking now is Joe Sabia, and he is asking a direct question to Camila Cabello. He says exactly, whose work has really made a profound impact on you? So, as we can see in the Pratt image, the direction of the pitch shows us that this tone unit has a full tone, which is really common for this kind of sentences, as it is a question which starts by a WH element, and usually when we make this kind of questions in English, we use this tone. The tonicity for this tone unit is marked, since the tonic syllable is not the last lexical element of the sentence, and in this case is quite at the beginning. So the fact of having that long tail also allows us to clearly see that the tone is full. Then the next tone unit is number 16. The person who speaks in this case is Camila Cabello, and she is also asking a question to Josevia. She says, "You want to talk about chai?" So in this case, we can see in the Pratt image that the pitch goes up. So, and the tone for this intonation unit is rise and not fall. This is because it's an incomplete question, and in this case, the question doesn't start by a WH element. The tonicity for this unit is marked 2, because in this case, the tonic syllable is not the last lexical element of the unit, and also has a long tail that allows us to see how the tone goes up until the end. And finally, this is the last tone unit of this presentation. It's the number 18. And the person who speaks in now is Josevia, who also asks a question to Camila Cabello. And he says, "What's the biggest lesson that you have learned from your mother?" In this case, we can see also by the analysis on Pratt that the tone in this case is also fall. In this case, the tonicity is also marked as in the last two tone units, as the tonic syllable is also quiet at the beginning and it's followed by a really, really long tail. So the tonic syllable is not the last lexical element of the sentence. This long tail helps us to clearly see that the tone is full, and this is because this is a question that also starts by a WH element, as I said in the tone unit number 15. So when we ask these kind of questions in English, we use a falling tone. This covers everything that we wanted to say in this presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and don't doubt to contact us if you have any questions. We will be glad to answer them. Thank you very much. Bye.